Hello friends and welcome. During the in-person makeup classes that I teach and the Zoom makeup consultations that I do, I'll often ask the question, what is your biggest makeup challenge? Well, as you might imagine, the responses range from hooded eyes to downturned lips and just about everything in between. But there is one challenge that I am absolutely convinced is universal. We leave the house in the morning with our eyes looking great, but when we look in the mirror around lunchtime, our eye area has gone from looking perfect to looking a little bit pathetic. And the culprit is mascara that smudges. Who among us has not experienced this makeup mishap? If I could see each of you and ask you to raise your hand if this has happened to you, I have absolutely no doubt that every hand would go up. So what can we do to prevent this from happening? Well, solutions for this challenge are exactly what we're going to be focusing on today. Before we cover how to prevent mascara from smudging, I'd like to take just a moment to say welcome back to those of you who are part of our family, and also a warm welcome to those of you who might be dropping by for the first time. My name is Elise, and I'm a working professional makeup artist whose specialty is helping those of us over 50 look on the outside how we feel on the inside. If you feel that the makeup techniques and products that worked for you several decades ago are no longer helping you look your best, you have come to the right place. Every Thursday, I focus on the tips, techniques, and products that do work for us now, and we also occasionally talk fashion and wellness along the way. So if this focus strikes a chord with you, please hit that subscribe button before you leave today. The factors that can cause our mascara to smudge could be one or more of a really wide array of things. Our lash type, facial structure, eye shape, which, by the way, changes a bit over time, our skin type, the elasticity of our eye skin, the weather, the skin care we use near our eyes, how we prep our eyes. Also, the order in which we apply our makeup can make a difference, as can the mascara formula we use, the mascara brush itself, and how we apply the mascara. Well, we have absolutely no control over the first 6 things I mentioned, but we do have control over the last 6. So today I'll give you 8 tips that can help solve this problem. And hopefully you'll only need to incorporate 1 or 2 of these tips into your makeup routine so you can banish this issue. Tip number 1. The skincare we use near our eyes can very often be the culprit of mascara transferring onto our skin. That's because if the mascara touches our skin and if the skin isn't dry or has cream on it, the mascara will become more fluid and run. So it can be helpful to apply eye creams early in the morning before applying makeup, or better yet, apply the eye creams the night before and simply use a serum before applying makeup, since a serum melts into the skin faster and easier and doesn't leave a residue like a cream does. Tip number 2 is to prep the eye area by mattifying it. Mattifying any skin around the eyes that the mascara might touch makes the skin less oily and less shiny. This is important because oil from our skin breaks down the mascara, since mascaras that aren't waterproof are water-based. And when the mascara breaks down, it can smudge. And since sweat is one of mascara's biggest enemies, mattifying our eye area can help prevent sweat ruining our look as well. So how do we actually mattify the eye area? Well, there are 2 things that we can do. First, we can use eye primer, since it's specifically designed to absorb the excess oil on our eyelids. And it does this in order to create an even surface to apply eye makeup. Without eye primer, oily eyelids can cause eyeshadow to crease and smudge, and mascara to smudge. And one additional benefit of using an eye primer that matches our skin tone rather than a clear or transparent eye primer is that an eye primer that matches the color of our skin will also cover up the discoloration that almost all of us have on our eyelids. And covering up this discoloration makes our eyes look brighter and larger. Now, as you can see, I do have a lot of discoloration on my eyelids. So I'm going to go ahead and apply eye primer. And by the way, I'll put a link to all the products that I'll be using today in the description box below. This is eye primer from Urban Decay. It's called their Primer Potion, and I'm using the color Eden, which may also be called Neutral now. I think they may have changed the name. And the only reason I was dipping in several times is because I'm almost out of this, so I'm going to have to get a new one soon. But this has lasted a very long time. It can also be helpful to apply a small amount of eye primer under the eye before applying corrector and concealer. So now let's take a look to see what a difference it makes to apply eye primer in terms of getting rid of discoloration on the eye. What a difference eye primer can make. The second thing we can do to mattify the eye area is to apply a small amount of powder over our eyelids after applying eye primer. Not only is this an additional way to help keep the eyelids mattified, but it also helps our eyeshadow apply more easily and blend in with other eyeshadow colors more seamlessly. And I'm going to use this powder from Makeup by Mario. It's in his Master Eye Prep and Set. And I'm just taking a little of this powder and putting it all over that eyelid area and up to the brows. Tip number 3 involves the order in which we apply our makeup. It's best to apply our eye makeup first before applying our face makeup. And this is because if we apply our face makeup first, and if a drop of mascara or eyeshadow lands on our face, that drop of eyeshadow or mascara will land on concealer or foundation. And the minute we sweat or our oil glands produce some sebum, the makeup droplet remoistens, smears, and slides and creates a smudge. Tip number 4 is to choose the right mascara formula. There are certain mascaras that are less likely to smudge, and I've listed some of them in the description box below. But there are 2 actual mascara formulas that are far less likely to smudge. One of them is waterproof mascara, and the other is tubing mascara. Many women prefer waterproof mascara, especially in the summer months, since sweat can certainly make our makeup run. It's also beneficial for those of us who have watery eyes. Waterproof mascara's silicone or wax-based formula is a thick, strong holding formula which grips onto the lashes and stays there. But this same waterproof formula can also be a negative since the mascara can dry out more quickly and since it does prevent moisture from getting into the eyelashes, which can dry them out and make them more brittle. And removing waterproof mascara is also a challenge. So if you do need to use waterproof mascara on a regular basis, it's really a good idea to invest in an eyelash conditioner. Shiseido's Lash Serum is a good one, or Vaseline or castor oil can also help. 2 other options that help keep our lashes in good shape when using a waterproof mascara are to apply a regular mascara before applying the waterproof mascara or to apply an eyelash primer before applying the waterproof mascara. This really helps protect the lashes. And one method that makes removing waterproof mascara easier is to apply micellar water onto a cotton pad, then let the cotton pad sit on the lashes for 30 seconds before removing the pad. I love this particular micellar water from Bioderma. But many different makeup brands have a micellar water product. Other good options for removing waterproof mascara are Makeup Forever's Sense Eyes Waterproof Sensitive Eye Cleanser or Pond's Cold Cream. And be sure to use a downward motion when removing the mascara to help prevent lashes from breaking or shedding. If you'd prefer not to use a waterproof mascara, another good formula option that can help prevent smudging is a tubing mascara. Tubing mascaras contain tube-like polymers which wrap around each individual lash. The result is a long-lasting and lengthening effect that doesn't smudge. And the good news is that a tubing mascara is very easy to remove. You can use micellar water or simply warm water. I've listed several good tubing mascaras in the description box below. And these are 2 of my favorite tubing mascaras. One is from Merit and the other is from Doll 10. Tip number 5 is about using the right size and shape mascara wand. On our top lashes, a thinner, longer wand can work better to prevent smudging than a bigger, fluffier wand. On bottom lashes, a much smaller mascara wand works really well, such as Clinique's Bottom Lash Mascara. As you can see, this is really a tiny wand. Tip number 6 relates to how we apply our mascara, and it can mean the difference between a smudge look and a smudge-free look. When applying upper lash mascara, it's best to look straight ahead or down rather than up. If we look up, it's more likely that the lashes will touch the eyelid skin and smudge. When applying mascara to the bottom lashes, it's best to squint, since this movement helps lift the lashes. Tip number 7 is about how we pull out the mascara wand from the tube, which can also have an impact. It's best to bend the wand slightly to the side as we pull it out. This way, we rub off some of the mascara from one side of the wand and then apply the mascara to the lashes using the side of the wand that has more mascara on it, and use the other side of the wand, which has less mascara on it, to remove any excess mascara from the lashes, which might cause smudging. Or you can simply remove any excess mascara with a disposable spoolie, which can be purchased at a beauty supply store. And here's what these spoolies look like. And here's the best way to pull out the wand, by bending it slightly so you can wipe off a little bit of the mascara at the tip. And tip number 8 is a great tip from one of you. Apply a clear mascara over the regular mascara. And of course, it's always a good idea to be prepared just in case a smudge does occur during the day. So carrying Q-tips, a spoolie, and a small tube of concealer can sometimes really save the day. I hope you found today's video helpful, and if so, please tap that thumbs up icon to send that message to the YouTube algorithm. And if you'd like to receive more makeup information and some fun short articles on a weekly basis, just drop me a line at boomerandbeyondbeauty@gmail.com, and I'll make sure you receive my newsletter every Thursday. Until we see each other again, I wish you good health and happiness, and hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. Take care.